Hello, Jobbers, and welcome to Jobber Nation, where we run down and give you guys the best and the worst that WWE had to offer for the WWE Universe, and we'll determine which brand had the better week and the most notable content. I am your host, Sean, the destroyer of all your crap, here with my co-host, the champ.
Yo, what's up, people? I'm the champ.
All right, guys. Now, before we get things started, we like to get you guys involved. So what we do is we present you guys with a question of the day. Usually this question is something that me and the champ have discussed, and we usually don't agree on things. So we'll let you guys be the tiebreaker. And here is the question of the day. Should The Miz be given a title shot in this year of 2017? You guys let us know what you think in the comments below as we continue with this video. Now, let's go and continue with this video and give you guys the categories of what we will be talking about. And those categories are the MVP of the week, women's segment of the week, promo of the week, botch of the week, WTF or dumb moment of the week, and match of the week. And we'll give you guys our promos and our segments that we thought stuck out between Raw and SmackDown, and we'll go with the champ first. What you got for MVP of the week?
Okay, so MVP of the week, it was a great week, but I have to give it to, you might be surprised, I give it to Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin?
Yeah, to me, Baron Corbin, yeah, well, you got a problem?
No, go ahead. Do you?
Well, he had a great match with Dolph Ziggler. I mean, it was a match we've seen a bunch of times, but it was a great match. And the fact that he actually interrupted AJ Styles and John Cena pretty much showed that now Baron Corbin is at the top of the WWE. That now he is a main eventer. So I felt like for him to making that jump from somebody like Dolph Ziggler all the way to John Cena, I couldn't give it to anybody else. Braun Strowman was my second choice, but even Braun Strowman couldn't overtake Baron Corbin.
Now, I'm not even mad because, Baron Corbin, when he showed up and got in Cena's face and got in AJ Styles' face, that was a big push for him. Not to mention that match he had with, who was it? Ziggler and AJ Styles.
Yeah, and his promo on Talking Smack, if you guys haven't watched that, he's really feeling his character. He's really doing a good job with his promos, which was a weakness of his like a few months ago. So, I had to give it to Baron Corbin. I'm becoming a major fan. So, but who is your MVP?
Baron Corbin was a good choice, but for me, I went with The Miz. The Miz is really stepping it up. And I'm not just saying that because of his little meltdown on Talking Smack. First of all, that was hilarious. That was great.
That was epic.
That was some epic work. He is really underutilized. He really needs to be given a lot more screen time. His work with Maurice, it's just a lot of, and his little feud with Daniel Bryan, it's just hilarious. How he taunts him, how he does his moves, and his back and forth thing with Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. He's been doing some great solid work. So I had to give it to The Miz this week.
Well, I can't argue with that. The Miz definitely, you pretty much said how I feel about The Miz. He's been like on fire lately. And that Talking Smack promo, he was on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, fire. That was awesome to me. But I can't argue with that. So it looks like SmackDown actually gets the point from us.
Yeah, it gets 2 points from us. Already off the bat, I'm not even surprised because SmackDown is the superior show. I got to say that. It's the superior show.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with that. I think pretty much everybody watching this video knows that SmackDown is 100 times better than Raw. Raw right now needs something to shake it up because it's been pretty boring lately.
Yeah, true that. But let's go ahead and move on to our next segment. Now, this one I'm gonna go first because I gotta get this off my chest. I've been saving this since I turned off Raw, and you already know what it is. It's the women's segment of the week, and it's not necessarily a good thing. It's Bayley versus Nia Jax, with frickin' Bayley, taking the frickin' victory over Nia Jax. Now, they've been building up Nia Jax for something. They're building her up like the monster of the women's division. Yep. And here comes frickin' Bayley, frickin' Disney Channel frickin' Bayley.
I hear some hatred for Bayley.
No, there's no hate. It's just that she got the weakest moveset in the roster, including the men. It's just she has nothing. No power moves. But you want me to believe that she can take out Nia Jax. Come on now. Charlotte is afraid of Nia Jax. Freaking Sasha Banks got embarrassed by Nia Jax. But then we have Bayley coming out to do some damage. What?
But chill out, bro. But you can't ignore that the only reason why Nia Jax did lose was because of Sasha Banks interfering. But I was pretty surprised to see, Nia Jax lose to Bayley. Especially, I think that was like the first time she's been pinned since getting drafted.
Yeah, I think so. And that just makes it even worse. Like, come on now. I know, yeah, there's some technicalities and stuff like that with her being distracted. Yeah, please, come on. She did the freaking Bayley to belly, whatever that god-awful thing is called, off the turnbuckle. What they call it, the avalanche belly to belly?
Belly to belly.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
I think it's called Bayley to belly.
Bayley to belly? Like, I don't care what it's called. All I know is it's garbage, and she keeps using it, and she got a win over Nia. You know what? Let's just go ahead and go. What's your segment? I could talk about this all day.
My woman's segment of the week is actually the Becky, Alexa Bliss, Luchadora.
Yeah.
I actually think, I thought Becky, Alexa Bliss is going to be boring by now. I think the Luchadora, who's under the mask, actually got it a little more interesting. So I'm actually looking forward to see who exactly is going to be under the mask. I've heard it's going to be Mickie James, but it could be anybody. But to me, that was the most interesting women's segment of the week.
I can't really get behind that feud. Their matches are kind of weak, in my opinion. Like, they just seem like they don't know what they're doing half the time. And then most of the time, I just find myself going like, "Come on, just hurry up and end this." But with that being said, I will take that over Bayley pinning Nia Jax. That was some garbage, but I will take it over that.
Well, blame me for that. But let's go to the next one. Promo of the week. I think we've had some good promos this week.
Yes, we did.
Let me just say that we had some good promos this week, but no promo was as fire, as epic as John Cena.
Yes, sir.
And AJ Styles.
Yes, sir.
Even Daniel Bryan and Baron Corbin made it epic as well. AJ Styles, honestly, I don't know if you really watched AJ Styles before coming to the WWE, but he was pretty bad at promos. He was pretty terrible on the mic. But now, you watch him go toe-to-toe with Cena. I mean, nobody goes toe-to-toe with Cena, but AJ Styles went there, and I feel like they just knocked it out of the ballpark.
Yes, sir. That's what I have for my promo of the week, because there was nothing that topped that. That was pretty epic. And am I the only one that laughed when he sucker drop kicked John Cena? I've seen some sucker punches, but I've never seen someone get sucker drop kicked. And
the fact that Cena played like he was like dead after.
Yeah, that was just the funniest thing ever. But one thing I did like about that, like we were saying before, Corbin is looking strong in this promo. Even Cena came out, was like, I'm glad you came out, because you're the toughest guy in the ring right now. I mean,
Cena was ready to throw down. Cena was ready to throw it down.
Yeah, but I mean, what he said about Corbin after the fact, I mean, like, that helps Corbin's character. So stuff like that is like, stuff that I really appreciate. So yeah, that was definitely my pick for promo of the week too. The next category, let's move on to the next category. We got botch of the week. Now this crap, you want to go first?
My botch of the week is Mick Foley's haircut.
Oh.
Did you see his haircut?
Yeah.
Did you see his new look? I was like, Mick Foley, really?
Like, stop it, man.
You're really going to come on national TV, come out on Raw in the opening segment with that haircut. And I heard that he cut his own hair.
Well, it shows.
And also the fact that he also I'm not sure if he picked it up, but he kind of screwed up his promo when he was yelling at Chris Jericho. He was telling Chris Jericho that he was going to be banned from ringside during his own match.
Oh, no, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so Mick Foley, that haircut, I was going to pick something else, but I could not get over that haircut. I mean, that was pretty terrible.
I'm surprised you didn't go with the one I chose, because the one I chose was just, I couldn't even watch it. I was cringing so hard. But my botch of this week was that god-awful
what was it?
backstage interview with Dean Ambrose, where I don't know her name. I think she's new. But she was stuttering all through her question. She couldn't even get it out. She was like, for following the action, Renee.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, please, someone do something. And Dean Ambrose eventually interrupted her, and he was like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? So I was like, I'm glad that he just yelled over her because she, oh my god, that was horrible. If she ain't fired
Yeah,
from
he
that,
tried. Yeah, he tried to help her out a little bit.
yeah, he tried to help her, so I appreciate that. But my god, if she didn't get fired after that one, now that was hard to watch. That was pretty freaking hard to watch. Let me do a quick recap of the score. I think we got SmackDown at 3 right now. But we ain't gonna count the botches as a point because that would be stupid. And Raw has nothing. I don't think we given Raw anything other than the botch that you gave him.
Nah.
Wow. So we're like,
Yeah, Mick Foley haircut. Yeah.
yeah. So we don't count that as a point. So that's 3-0. Jeez. But to be fair though, I'm not surprised. But let's go ahead and move on to WTF or the dumb moment of the week. And I guess I'll start this one off. And we're going to go right back to Foley. Foley seems to be like the magnet for some dumb stuff. But let me tell you about this. When Foley intentionally got the city that they were in wrong, when he got the city that they were in wrong, and I think he had he had Tampa written on his palm, but he said something like Jacksonville. I was like, Foley, okay, bruh. Yeah. Like, bruh, why do you want to bring people's memory back to when you looked dumb? No, you just move on from a botch. You don't remind people of botches. Like,
no, people were like tweeting him about it, and like he was taking like a lot of like jokes from people about the whole thing.
Yeah, but see, I would have just let it die. I wouldn't have revisited it. You just feeding the fire at that point. So I'm sorry. I gotta give that to Raw. I gotta give that to Foley. They don't get no point for that because that was dumb in my opinion.
I didn't have no problem with the whole, Foley thing, but you already mentioned it. But I put it for this moment is Bayley beating Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw it happen, I was like, seriously, WWE? I mean, after all this time, you're gonna let her lose? Especially like it was just seemed like a throwaway match, and she was gonna lose like that. I mean, after building her up for a few months, I thought it was pretty stupid by the WWE. So that definitely deserved my WTF moment of the week.
Yeah, I originally had that for the moment of the week for the WTF, but I was like, you know what? No, because that Foley thing has to be addressed. So I had to move to the women's segment of the week. I had to. But let's go ahead and go to the last segment. We got match of the week. Now, what did you think was the match of the week?
Finally, Raw gets a point. Because I picked Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn, Last Man Standing. It wasn't like the best Last Man Standing match I've ever watched, but the whole story behind it, the way the match played into the story with Sami Zayn being the underdog, never giving up, and Braun Strowman just pretty much destroying Sami Zayn, getting frustrated. I thought, it was a great match. And that, to me, it beat any match on SmackDown and Raw. So I gave it a Strowman and Sami Zayn.
I actually agreed with you. I actually had the same thing down because I was rewatching it. God, really? Lord have mercy. I rewatched Raw. That was hard to do. But I rewatched Raw, and I was like, you know what? That Braun and Zayn match, it actually was pretty legit for a Raw match. And I'm not trying to, be biased towards, the show or nothing like that. But yeah, but it really was a good match. And so I was like, and SmackDown's a good show and all, but I don't think they had anything on that level with Zayn and Strowman. So I gave it to Braun and Zayn too. So
wow,
I guess
we actually agree. Wow.
Yeah. So that's actually 2 points for Raw and 3 for SmackDown. But even though the score is SmackDown with 3 and Raw with 2, SmackDown clearly was the winner here. But what did you think, in your personal opinion, was the better show?
Honestly, it's not even a competition. SmackDown Live blew Raw out the water this week.
Yes, sir.
It was like from top to bottom, from beginning to end. SmackDown Live was the show this week.
Yeah, I agree. SmackDown is really putting it out there. With the return of John Cena, I think they said their ratings were higher because of that.
Yeah, last week. Yep.
Yeah, that SmackDown is on the rise. And the one thing about Raw that I can't stand is that Stephanie McMahon throws her weight around every chance she gets.
Oh man, yeah, don't get me started on that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, look at her brother. He wasn't even in the show. Look at Daniel Bryan. He's on Talking Smack. He's not throwing his weight around. So why Stephanie got to show her superiority to the whole roster? That's what I hate about Raw.
And not only Stephanie, Mick Foley's like everywhere. Every segment, you see Mick Foley yelling at people.
Yeah.
Sound like an idiot. So, yeah, there's definitely a big difference. And I think right now, SmackDown is just killing Raw. And the fact that Raw is 3 hours pretty much bores me pretty much every week. So they need to step their game up. Okay, so that's all from us today, people. If you enjoy the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Jobber Nation. Suplex that bell right there near our channel name to get notified whenever we make a new video. Also, comment below, answer the question of the day. Make sure you do that. We want to see your answers and we will be replying to you. We appreciate all the support. So until next time, people, remember, always, and the champ means always, kick out at 2. See ya!